Good afternoon, everyone. Happy first day of meteorological spring. Today is March 1st, 2023, and today is the first day of spring according to, guess who? The meteorologists. Those people who do the weather. So according to weather, March is actually perfectly starting March 1st, and it goes March, April, May. So going through June 1st. Then June 1st begins summer. So excited today for a very gorgeous day out here at Specht Haven. So this is our first YouTube video of 2023. Looking to be more regular this year with all of our updates out here at our beautiful Specht Haven. Today we're here in the herb garden. This is Apricot Gardens number 2, which is more affectionately known as the King's Crown. And we have here a beautiful little golden yellow crocus. We have our feverfew that stayed pretty green and is definitely coming back. We have a witch hazel here. Behind the witch hazel we have an agastache right there at the base of the bird feeder, which is a finch feeder, and that's a yellow agastache. We have some thyme growing up along that border. We have more bulbs coming, which are all going to be yellow tulips and daffodils and crocus. We have a type of St. John's wort here that I don't know the name or variety off the top of my head, but it's slightly different than the ones you commonly see. We have some pansies that stuck around from the fall. There should be more crocus coming tucked in here. I can see them right there. And we have another witch hazel. This is the kind of bushiest, fullest of all of my witch hazel, even though they were all planted at the same time. This one has grown and filled in the most, and you can see it has been loaded with the blooms. And even when I was out here, a week or 2 or 3 ago, however long ago that was, still in February, this had bloomed and there were actually honeybees on the blooms. So I'll step back from the front so you can see a fuller picture here of the King's Crown. So this is expanded this year out to the corners where you see the 3 apricot trees. So previously it was just that middle area, and then at the end of the year I started spreading out the corners. So I did a little bit of scraping of the grass, and then I just topped off with mulch, so hoping that stays in tucked in nicely. So in the middle there you have the pretty brick column will hold a puddler or bird bath. Not really a bird bath, it's a terracotta flower pot saucer, but a large one that I keep full of water as much as possible. So it's definitely good for the bees and butterflies, and even the birds will take a drink. And then each of the sections have different herbs. We'll hopefully have pretty much the same thing going this year. The very center will be all full of dill. And the main reason I started doing that, and really the inspiration for this garden, was not only to have an herb garden, but dill and parsley in particular for the butterflies. And so coming around, now we have these corners, still working on finishing the edging, but I'll be planting additional medicinal herbs throughout here. Then we have here a St. John's wort, which is definitely the more typical one that you'll see. Hoping it's okay, hoping it's just dormant, still sleeping. Hopefully that will come back after planting it in the fall. Each of the trees have daffodils around and a sedum, which has a yellow flower. So any of the flowers here in the herb garden are yellow. This is just kind of thinking along with the dill having yellow flowers as well. Also, something I did at the end of the year, which I'm really looking forward to filling in this year, is this spiral. So an herb spiral here. I'm going to put lemon balm in the pot in the very middle, and then some herbs coming around. Hoping to do a little bit of mini clover right around the edges so that hopefully that's what will be growing right next to the edging instead of grass or other things that are harder to kind of keep trimmed and under control. So I'll be doing some finer rock here, some pebbles, as I make the kind of little entrances. There's one here, and there's also one over there. So coming from kind of the top here, so this is how you enter in through our property. We usually drive through this area, so this is my vegetable garden here. We tend to drive kind of a path right here. So coming in from this direction, the land does slope down a little bit. So again, from this apricot tree, there's like an entrance on each side. There's my nice bench over there, which once the trees are all filled in, then in the afternoon, that's a little bit of a shady spot. And then I have another bench once I finish this corner and get the edging better situated. I have another bench that I put right in here because, again, it gets some nice shade in the afternoon. So looking forward to getting the herbs going, looking forward to finishing the edging, and hopefully doing some, again, a small miniature clover around the edges, and getting it all filled in with all kinds of culinary herbs as well as medicinal herbs. And then, of course, we have the finch feeders here. And I might, again, put a hummingbird feeder over here just because the hummingbirds ended up enjoying some of the flowers that I had planted in here last year. So here I am at my bench, just enjoying this beautiful first day of spring. Stay tuned and watch this garden come to life. See you next time.